Hello, my name is Chadley and welcome back for another episode of Victoria 3 as Mexico. In previous episode, we had the war against Haiti. We decided to take a white piece in there just so that we can fight against Americans here. We are now upgrading this army over here into the trench infantry. And now we don't need to worry about the convoys quite as much, so we should be able to hold our ground. We still got we managed to get back the plus 10 approval for the armed forces, so we're getting the extra defense and offense over here. So this battle, oh yeah, that's a massive victory over here. How are the Canadians doing? They're trying to attack. They're not really making a lot of headway there though. But I suppose they don't have the bicycle messengers yet. I don't think so. That means that their offense values are going to be slightly lower. Industrialists, yeah, we should probably follow their advice. We're getting a bit of a munitions plant built. Although that's going to take a while before it's completed, but at least it's underway. We're getting some universities as well. And I suppose after that it's going to be mostly stuff with the investment pool transfer, so that's going to be good. If we do have a look at the market though, we probably need a bit more guns and explosives and ammunition and everything that. So we'll put in the chemical plant to be upgraded. There's not much I can do about that otherwise, and then we'll get arms industries another level just in case. It has already been put, or it has gotten another level there already automatically put in there to the production queue, but might as well add it a bit further. But there we go, that's going to be our victory, and we've got 89 battalions over here ready to attack. So if that's not enough to make a bit of a difference in here, then I don't know what is. They still got a decent chunk of 260. Oh wow, yeah, they've got a lot of their conscripts activated by the looks of it. Now, they've still got a quite large fleet overall, so I don't think I can pull off a landing anyway, but oh wow. Are we actually going to do this surprise maneuver? So that means that we're dealing more morale damage there. They are taking more losses on this combat. We got better offense than their defense, and the manpower, they still had about 2-1 on their favor at the start. They got aggressive maneuvers, so they take more casualties right now. Oh, and now poor visibility on their side. We got logistics secure, so we lose less morale. I don't know if we're going to win that. Oh, there we go. Threshing machines unlocked. So that's going to be making the farms slightly better. I mean, especially, let's have a look at this stuff over here for the maize farms. So that would be the steam power thresher machines. That would require a bit more tools, a lot more coal, which we can't really afford right now, either one of them. So I guess we'll just let that be. We've got plenty of coal mines in here at least. We also got a lot of peasants available. So one of the things that I could do is reduce the transportation a bit. Although not use the rail transportation, but at the same time probably doesn't make that big of a difference. We're still, oh wow, yeah, we're losing a lot of money right now. Government wages is fairly high, military wages is fairly high. Construction goods, yeah, that's a massive deficit there as well. So I think we are actually win this battle here. So that's 2 battles in a row that, well, technically speaking 3 if we count the defense there as well, that we won against the Americans. Now we, as a matter of fact, do control a little bit more of their lands than they control of our lands. So they are losing 1.7 support, we're losing 0.75. Now, of course, it can't go below 0 because we don't control all of it, although we control lands in several of the states already. Oh, hold on a minute. Can't I put in some strategic... No, actually, I don't think I can. To give them, like, some sort of... No, I don't think this is the thing yet, is it? Probably not. But it should still be focusing a lot on the states that we need to conquer anyway. And if we can get stuff... Oh, actually, yeah, if we can capture something like this in here, then that'd be brilliant. That would get us to Colorado already. Yeah, we're still losing a lot of money. How's our market access? It seems to be fairly good, actually. Government isn't all that great, to be fair, but it's the tool, rubber, opium, ammunition, small arms, and all that is costing us a fortune and a half. Maybe get some more rubber plantations in here. I'm just going to put that to auto-expand. And then if we have a look at the stuff, so we've got a lot of industry underway. We've still got the construction sector over here underway, and the university. Once those are done, that's going to be meaning that we use all of the investment pool again. Or a lot more of the investment pool. At least, so that will help a decent chunk. But I think tooling workshops... Oh, yeah, we lost some convoys. Tooling workshops, we could probably get another upgrade over here. Maybe allow that to auto-upgrade. And the coal mines could probably auto-upgrade there. So there we go. This should be a victory. Although they still got the manpower advantage. Both sides are exhausted. They got the poor visibility still. So, oh wow, yeah, it's down to 30 defense. Damn. So it's almost in our favor. Or yeah, now we've got more troops in the battle there. Of course, it's so small armies that anything could, technically speaking, happen still. But no, they're down to 1 battalion. We've still got 2, or well, less than 1 battalion in total manpower, of course, but it's going to be a victory, and their losses are about twice as high in dead and wounded, and in demoralized about 3, almost 4 times as high. There we go, we got to Colorado now. So actually, if we all look at the... How much are they losing now? 2.06. We still haven't got to Texas, but after we get that would be... Oh wow, they're bringing even more troops? Why their conscript type, actually? I'm a bit curious about that. Oh, they do have the bicycle messengers there now. Alright then, so that might be making the troops a bit more formidable. Whereas the barracks do not have those. But they also seem to be having a lot of lack of troops in certain barracks, at least. I do wonder if the Canadians and all that could potentially... Oh. Right, so the Americans managed to push out the Canadians out of this defense there, but the Belgians were still there in large numbers. Oh, we got another battle here. Is us attacking against them? We actually started with pretty much equal manpower in there, but our offense value is so much higher that we are actually going to win this. I mean, is that... Why is it affecting that? So we got Army Offense 71. We've got Ambitious Commander, so that gives a bit of bonus there. And how is the... If we have a look at the army over here, how is the troop quality now? Is that still bad? Still minus 50%, but even then we'd have over 90% defense there. So I'm going to send you to help defend there. We'll have even more troops on the front line. Admittedly, it's not going to be initially good for attacks or anything like that, but it will be able to defend. And then we could maybe send one of these other armies. Which one is this one, for example? That's from the Pacific coast. So we would upgrade the barracks over there. Although right now the munitions shortage is pretty dire. So I think what we need to do is just get more munitions plant. I'm going to put that auto-expand, in fact. And maybe the chemical plant could be auto-expanding as well. So we're almost done with the universities. Although we will need to build more, because we're only at 103 right now. Total. But at least we've gotten some of it back. Psychological warfare. Alright, so one of the generals has gotten syphilis. And potentially can become alcoholic. Or the general will... Oh, hold on. Is that the one that... Oh, that is the big one. Okay. Yeah, we still need a general. I think that's fine. It might cause a bit of a lack of the reduction in the... Oh, it's just the character health. Okay. So the troops will still fight fine. Speaking of which, we almost won the battle. Oh, wow. That's a massive victory in here. Lost about 10,000 men, most of them just demoralized, and they've lost 15,000 men dead and wounded, plus another 12,000 demoralized. And there we go, we've got part of Texas, so now they should be losing their war support a lot faster. Yeah, it's not going to be capped to 0 anymore. So let's see, how much can we push for? I'm just going to push all of these, and then let's have a look. So it's minus 338, so they're not willing to take that yet. But at least they can start losing their support further and further. And are we going to get another attack here? Oh wow, they just removed a lot of their troops away from there. Is this all moving into... No, it's not moved to the Canadian front. Did someone do a landing? Oh, there's a front over here. Oh. Alright then. Oh! America is having a revolution right now. Okay. Well, that's not my problem. And that reduces their armies so much that we should be able to advance pretty easily over here. So, Mr. Diaz, I'm just gonna send you back to home. And I'm gonna start switching the troop quantity, all the qualities real quick. So I'll be back in a bit. Alright, that should be fine. It's going to take a while before it's ready to fight, but there we go. They are now in pretty deep trouble. So are they still having skirmish? Yeah, it is still skirmish infantry. But how do they have such a massive... Oh, they declared bankruptcy. Okay. Well, that's their problem then. So I have a feeling that even the Canadians are now... Yeah, they are breaking through the front now. Good. Well, there we go. I think at this stage we can probably speed up the war then. Because this is going to be a lot easier. Oh, and we've got already 47.6 million GDP. Not quite at the 50 million that I was hoping for, but although we're going to be getting probably a decent increase in the GDP once we conquer all of these states. So it's not too bad. Still minus 300 for the acceptance of this peace deal, but, you know, once they lose their war support, they're losing already almost 4 points per week. So it's going to take a little bit longer. Oh, there we go. The Canadians are now advancing into Montana. Although, oh yeah, no, they're pushing even further in there. So we might be touching front here soon with Canadians through Montana, but our attacks are actually... Oh, there we go. Another massive attack, and oh wow. We started with twice the manpower, as well as twice the battalions, I suppose. Oh, hold on, Thomas Jackson, is this the President? Or Commander-in-Chief? Yeah, okay. Emperor Thomas Jackson is fighting against us here, and losing. We already got 4 million in debt right now. We might want to get rid of... Oh, right. It's probably the... Well, government wages are fairly high. The goods for military buildings, 200... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. That's what's costing us a fortune. Alright then. Small arms and ammunition. Steel frame buildings unlocked. Oh, finally. Okay. Well, we're not going to switch to that quite yet, but we will, after the war, have a look at if we could start utilizing it already. We'll get the dynamite soon. And then after that, the pump track. Is that... Oh, it is actually spreading the dynamite as well. Good. So that will be done in about half a year. Oh, there we go. So now we've got a empty front over there. Oh. I see what happened. They got a partial advance through our front here as well. Oh, well. In the meanwhile, oh, 73 versus... Oh, wow, yeah. That's going to be an easy victory. In that case, we can probably now send back the... Is it this one? You are from Dixie, yes, and also stand by. You'll still be able to help defending, but won't be taking attrition. Now they are in the negative. Oh, they would actually take the speed seal. Sure. There's no point fighting for a longer war here. Because we will still be gaining a lot of land. And we came to parts of Colorado. I suppose since it's all only partial states that we gained, it shouldn't be switching. No, none of those were switched. And now I'm guessing we are going to be making a lot of money for a bit of time here. Also, we got 10 million in the investment pool. So let's have a look at the construction sector upgrade. So let's start with the capital. We've got quite a bit in here. So it's going to be reducing the wood use quite a bit. Switching iron to steel. So those prices are going to go up. Explosives price is going to go up. Not going to switch all of them at once, but we're going to do that one. And I suppose that after that, we might want to increase the chemical plant even further then. And probably also some class works, although they are probably already as high as they can be, really. Oh, secession in Dixie as well. Okay, America is collapsing here, which is good to see. Industrials become part of the government. Sure, I guess. Legitimacy goes down a little bit, but it's not too bad. Oh, now the civil war over here is happening, so the liberal... or peasant revolt. It's again a peasant revolt. What are they doing over there to have all these peasant revolts? Well, I suppose the better question is probably what are they not doing in there? So we've got some universities in here. Did we have... Oh no, we don't have a university in Yucatan. I'll get one in there. I keep on expanding the universities that we have just to have the workforce required in everywhere, or at least easier getting all that workforce, and we'll have the extra innovation as well. Actually... Oh, right, the standard of living probably went down because of all these conquests. But now we've got Colorado. There's a decent population there. Oh, there's a lot of turmoil as well. Alright, then I'm sure that it'll probably start getting better, at least, because I'm fairly certain that the standard of living is now improving. Although, we can't see the standard of living that it was previously in there. But I have a feeling that it wasn't all that great. Let's go ahead and start building some coal mines. I'm pretty sure that that will be quite useful, although it's going to be very, very slow construction efficiency there. But there we go. Now we're making 58,000 pounds per week. That's already massive. And the construction sector, so we could maybe switch another one. Maybe the one over here. Well, I suppose there's not a lot of construction over there anymore. We'll upgrade the one over here to the steel frame construction. That's going to increase the amount of construction efficiency as well. So we've got a lot of radicals, admittedly. Now, most of that is from the... Oh, American Peasant Revolts won. And now they got... Yeah, now the United States of America again. Let's have a look at their politics real quick. Presidential Republic, census suffrage, racial segregation, total separation, national militia, agrarianism, protectionism, per capita taxation, homesteading. Slavery is banned, okay. So they managed to get that one done at least. So here's the fun thing. I don't think we have a truce with them. No, we don't. We got 2 dominions, but if we were to do a war... Actually, how strong is their military? They've still got about 190 battalions total, which is a decent bit, admittedly. Oh, well, actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and switch all our troops into the trench infantry now. It's going to take a while for us to recover perhaps from that, and some bicycle messengers and all that. And we got the field hospitals, that seems good. We got the monitors for our ships. So that's, yeah, that seems pretty decent. It's probably going to be still fairly high price on the, oh yeah, the ammunition price is insane right now. So we'll probably build another one of the munitions plants. At least we're making a lot of money. The investment pool is slowly now going down. It's not too bad yet. But it's slowly going down, but at the same time, the investment pool transfers are actually less than what it was before the civil war that we had. So now the Emerald... Oh, wow. Have they activated all the... Yeah, they've just activated everything against this rebellion. I suppose it could be that they had already most of it activated. A use of force was warranted. Get a bit more radicals, but it'll be fine. I don't want to lose the institution levels there. So we're not actually trying to pass any laws. We could try passing the universal suffrage now that we're no longer in war. Let's just double check. Who is going to be upset by that? Industrialists are going to be upset, so that's probably going to reduce the investment pool transfers quite a bit. Landowners are going to be upset. Only trade unions will be... Well, actually, no one's going to be radicalized by that. So we could do it. We start with 67% support for it as well, so that should be done at a fairly good speed, although admittedly it's going to take 8 months or something like that or per roll, so it's going to take a while before we get that. Alright, so we're getting the glasswork. So if we have a look at the market, so explosives, man of wars are still in need. Ammunition is definitely in need. Engines, rubber, steel. Okay, steel mills is something that I could probably build a bit more in here. You know what, we might want to start building steel mills elsewhere as well. We've got some iron mines over here, so California... Oh, you still don't have... Why do you not have universities there? Right, I'm going to build a university, then I'm going to build a steel mill in here. And maybe get a bit of a iron mine going as well. There we go, that's at least sorted. Now, to be fair, once we get the universal suffrage, that's going to reduce our authority a little bit. It's not going to be a massive drop there, but it is going to be a drop, so we might have to remove some of the decrease that we have ongoing. But we have kind of stagnated our GDP right now. Although we did gain a bit more land in here, but I suppose... Oh, there we go, the standard of living is now 12. Hopefully we can... I mean, if we have a look at the sort of map mode here, so Arizona and Sinaloa are kind of the largest ones for us. And it looks like a lot of the sort of border regions over here were quite low to begin with. I suppose we could get a coal mine in New Mexico. And then we've got the coal mines underway in Colorado. We got a railway in there already, so that's good. We do need more coal and engines, that's for sure. I mean, we've got the motor industry already upgrading in here. And we're subsidizing that, so it's at least going to provide the motor or the engines for a fairly good price. At least it's not going to cost us too much. But yeah, now the goods for military buildings has dropped by about 90,000 per week. So yeah, I think next time that we have a war, we're not going to activate the conscripts anymore. I think we've got a decent bit of troops already, so I don't think we are really needing to up... Or, oh, we inherited some more troops in there. If we have a look at the troops, so... Armies... And they've got 5... Oh, New Mexico's got 4. And then Texas had 1 at least. Alright then, well, we'll get a little bit of expansion over there. So we did get a bit of a munitions plant already done in here. Oh, but we've got the... No, we haven't got the dynamite yet. We will get that soon though. And after that, we can get the munitions production a lot higher. As well as the explosives production, to be fair. To greener grounds. Alright. Well, there goes one of the agitators that we have. We actually get a ton of authority. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah, we did get 5% bonus in there. We also got minus 5% from some of the laws that we're trying to pass. Oh, the industrialists are now unhappy. Oh, manufacturing tax income is going to go down. Alright then. Now, luckily, we're still paying off our loan, so we're not too bad or doing too bad in there. And we are actually making pretty good money. We could have up to 90, almost 20 million in credit now. So that number has definitely gone up. Oh, Russians are moving to Texas. I wonder. Or some people from Russia, not Russians directly. I think I'm going to increase the construction over here to steel frame building as well. Get the construction speed just a little bit higher. I do wonder if we inherited any construction sectors that are of the lower quality. Or something else. No, probably not. I was wondering because we got the 127 Oh, right, maybe we've got some of the techs already upgrading that as well. What are we getting in the society techs right now, actually? We're getting the human rights. Okay, that was actually something that's going to unlock various techs, so that's good. There we go, there's the dynamite. Just what we were waiting for. Let's go to the urban, or the buildings menu here. So munitions plant, explosive shells, so that's going to increase the explosive consumption a lot. But then we can also, oh right, urban centers. Do we? I could go for the electric, no, I'm going to go unlit streets actually. It's going to reduce the stuff a little bit, but that's also going to reduce the coal price a lot. So that'll probably be quite good. We've got 2 arms industries. Those we could use the rotor valve engines in those. And then chemical plant, vacuum evaporation. So more sulfur is needed. And a bit less fertilizer being produced, but a lot more explosives being made. So I think that's already pretty decent. And then we are going to get the pump jack. That's going to take over 2 years, to be fair. I wonder if what is going to start spreading, to be fair. Improved fertilizer. I mean, that's not bad either. Oh, now we've got a bit of a lack of bureaucracy. Right. We've got 2 trade routes. It's not too bad in that regard. Is there any tax problems? Actually, Utah... Hold on a minute, Utah. I'm going to build a government administration in there, just to provide a little bit of work in there. And that should start providing a better standard of living, which should start reducing the turmoil and all that. So I think, well, it's going to take a while to be built, of course, there. But I think it's going to be good in the long run. So now we already got 129 construction speed. Oh, there we go. Boom industries completed. Industrial boom. With the recent expansion of both the production and consumption explosion in our country, there has been much debate on whether the military or the industrial sector should have priority. I'm just going to increase the chemical plant building throughput for a while, because we just need the explosives in general. Although, oh, right, actually. Well, since the explosives are still very high price... Oh, there we go. Law is progressing to study already. So what I'm thinking, the explosive price, that... It's not too bad right now. Coal price is also reduced a decent bit. So I'm still going to do... Let's have a look over here. So if we go to the coal mines, put in the dynamite there. So that's going to be 240 explosives. That's going to be quite a bit, but at the same time, that's going to give us 600 coal. So I think that's going to be fine. We'll activate that. We've still got a decent income of money, and we got less than 3 million credit to pay off, so that's fine. Looks like the tooling workshop is going to be done in Washington very shortly. The United States of America, I think we're not quite ready to do another war against them. We want to have the infamy drop a bit further, but we need to figure out where exactly are we going to do our war. If we were to do that in, say, Louisiana, so there are quite a few nations that might join on that one. What about if we do it in somewhere else? Virginia, there's a lot of, let's see, Montana. There's Great Britain, Canada, Russia. Belgium would be on our side still, because we're allied. There'll be quite a bit of infamy from it, though, but I suppose we could afford going up to maybe 50 infamy? Probably not more than that. But of course, we just changed our troop qualities, didn't we? So it might be a bit of a waiting period over here before we do anything about that. Or before we declare another war. Oh, and we're only 1.3 million away from the 50 million GDP that I was promising for the end of the century. But after that, I think... Well, we've been building a lot of universities and all that sort of stuff, so that's causing a lot of delays in the sort of increase in economy, as it were. But at the same time, it's going to allow us to get our research a lot faster, so... You win some, you lose some, as they say. But I think chemical plants is something that we need to keep on expanding. I'm going to start subsidizing this in case there's problems. I don't think it's going to be costing us too much, though. But we can sort of cover at least some of the costs there, so that can be sort of increasing in size as much as possible. And then pump tracks, that's 2 years away now. Georgian mass immigration to California. Alright then. Slightly unexpected, I do admit. I do wonder if we were to... No, I don't think we have the explosive right now, but we could technically speaking get a lot more money from the gold mines by using explosives. Ah, there we go. Munitions plant. It's the... Oh yeah, the ammunition price has dropped. Not too much yet, but it has dropped. Now, I suppose if we have a look at the American troop quality right now, so they've still got the skirmish infantry with shrapnel artillery. Rent in this economy. Momentum for, or minus 20% momentum will be added to Mexican Liberal Party, or plus 10% momentum for Mexican Liberal Party, or you could just give them money, which subsidies pop support. Let's say you could just give them money. Looks like the munitions plant is going to be done fairly shortly, so that's going to increase the ammunition availability even further. We still got one more after that in production there. Oh, what's this then? Colombia is having an independence war. Oh. I could potentially lean towards the Colombian side. Although I wouldn't be necessarily getting anything out of that war. You know what, I'm going to go back to the middle. And once they have their own war, I could do my war against them. Now the question is, of course, what could we gain from that? So both Colombia and Ecuador... Oh, it's the Americans that are starting that war. So Ecuador and Colombia are the defenders there. They want to annex Colombia, and then ban slavery in Ecuador and change regime in Ecuador. Well, well, well. I suppose this might be our chance to... Let's just double check some of the troops first. Are they still in having the penalties for the troops? No? Okay, so we've got a massive defensive bonuses in there, that's for sure. So I suppose what I could do is USA, I think it's time for us to... Oh, but since I'm not neutral on this one yet. I could declare neutrality, although maybe we'll wait until... If they offer us something. Then we'll declare neutrality and then we'll declare our own diplomatic play against them. And hopefully we'll take some... I think we are going to put the limit for infamy... Well, sort of the artificial limit for the infamy around 50 right now. Oh, and we are still losing quite a bit of bureaucracy. But it's just population has been growing very rapidly here. That's part of the reason. They don't seem to be offering me anything, so I'm going to declare neutrality. And then I should be able to declare my own diplomatic play. So I think Wyoming could be a potential. There would be... Maybe some enemies. How much is that? 16.6 infamy. It's not really that many enemies, though. Especially if I start improving relations with Britain, at least. Russia might be a problem, but if they join in, I might take Alaska from them. Actually, before we decide on that one, though, let's have a look at the Russian troop quality. They have a skirmish with shrapnel artillery. Okay, so our trench infantry should be much better, well, decent bit better quality than theirs. So we can just hold them back there for a while, if need be. But yeah, I suppose... USA. What about Montana? Who would be part of that one? Okay, it's the same. So if we take, say, Wyoming and Montana, maybe Oklahoma? Now, how much would that be? That's 20... Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, I'm going to start with Wyoming and then put in Montana there as well. So we can't invite anyone in, although we got Belgium already in, so that helps. Let's see what they do. So they want Colorado and Texas. Come on, add in more. I know you want to. Although I suppose that does increase their infamy a little bit, doesn't it? So why is their infamy total right now? They are infamous. They got 33.9. Well, we're probably going to get to there as well, to be fair. Let's just double check first the relations we have with Great Britain. We got cordial relations. We can probably improve relations there a bit further. And what about Russia? They are wary of me, but we got fairly good relations over, well, decent-ish relations with them. So I'm not too worried about that one. So let's go ahead and add in another war goal then. Conquer state. So we'll add in Montana. That's going to get it to 42 infamy. That's, well, there's a little bit of land in there. It's not quite as much as I was hoping for, necessarily. I mean, we could probably afford going a bit further than that in the infamy, but that means that we'll have a lot of radicals afterwards. How much would Louisiana cost us? Probably 25 infamy at least. No, it's 18, okay. Well, that would get us to 60, to be fair. So that might be pretty bad. But at the same time, getting to Mississippi would be quite nice. Oh, well, getting to the river Mississippi, rather, would be quite nice. So let's see what happens. They might call in some nations. No one's leaning to either side yet. But, well, other than Belgium, of course. Right, so we got our attacking army here. They will have our defending armies. There's a pretty good defensive strategy there. And then we got another one from Dixie that is offensive planet. Okay. That could potentially give a bit of attack somewhere. And then we got the armies over here from Pacific Coast, which is Mountain Combat Expert and Surveyor. So that's going to be on the defensive side. We're going to be using a lot of troops in this war. And then we got the one from Central America. Oh, hold on a minute. Did we already have the... Or do we not have a general in Central America right now? No, we do, but... Alright, well, it's one of those 4 that we already have activated on there. Yeah, fair enough, I suppose. How's their fleet size now? That's something that we haven't really had a look at. They got 126 flotilla. Our size has 75, okay. But I do realize that we are actually out of time with the episode, so the war is going to have to be in the next one. But if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.